प्रभु कहे कहा कृष्ण व्याघ्र उठिला कृष्ण कृष्ण कहे व्याघ्र नाचिते लागिला. The Lord said, chant the holy name of Krishna. The tiger immediately got up and began to dance and to chant Krishna Krishna. Aradhine Mahaprabhu kare nadi snana mata hasti yuta aila karita jalapana. Another day, while Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was bathing in a river, a herd of maddened elephants came there to drink water. Prabhu jala kritya kare age hasti aila Krishna kahi bali Prabhu jala peli marila. The Lord was bathing and murmuring the Gayatri mantra. The elephants came before him. The Lord immediately splashed some water on the elephant and asked him to chant the name of Krishna. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was the Supreme Personality of Godhead, purport Srila Prabhupada, playing the part of a very great advanced devotee. On the Mahabharata platform, the devotee makes no distinction between friends and enemies. On that platform, he sees everyone as a servant of Krishna. As stated in the Bhagavad Gita 5.18, Vidya Vinaya Sampanne Brahmane Gavihasini Shunicheva Sapakecha Pandita Samadarshinaha. The humble sage, by virtue of true knowledge, sees with equal vision a learned gentle Brahmana, a cow, an elephant, a dog, and a dog eater. A Mahabharata, being learned and advanced in spiritual consciousness, sees no difference between a tiger and elephant or a learned scholar. The test of advanced spiritual consciousness is that one becomes fearless. He envies no one and is always engaged in the Lord's service. He sees every living entity as an eternal part and parcel of the Lord, rendering service according to his capacity by the will of the Supreme Lord. As Krishna confirms in the Bhagavad Gita 15:15, Sarvasya chaham hridisannivishto ataspriti jnanam apohanam cha. I am seated in everyone's heart, and from me comes remembrance, knowledge and forgetfulness. The Mahabharata knows that Krishna is in everyone's heart. Krishna is dictating and the living entity is following his dictations. Krishna is within the heart of the tiger, elephant and a boar. Therefore, Krishna tells them, here is the Mahabharata, please do not disturb him. Why then should the animals be envious of such a great personality? Those who are neophytes or even little progress in devotional service should not try to imitate the activities of Mahabharata or Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Our best effort should be exerted in trying to follow them according to our ability. The Mahabharata's heart is completely free from mental contamination, and he can become very dear even to fierce animals like tigers and elephants. Indeed, the Mahabharata treats him as his very intimate friend. On this platform, there is no question of envy. When the Lord was passing through the forest, he was in ecstasy, thinking the forest to be Vrindavana. He was simply searching for Krishna. Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnana Shalakaya Chakshurmiritam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Shunyavadi Vachadade Shatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasati Gaura Bhakta Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So this is not to be imitated, not that we enter a forest now, snakes are there and we say chant Krishna. No. Prabhupada is saying don't imitate an activity of Mahabharata. They can do this. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu can do this, but we can't do it. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the Lord himself. But even in the role of a devotee, a Mahabharata, he can do this. For the Lord anyway, all are his children. So what are the instructions here by Prabhupada? Number one, don't imitate a Mahabharata. Prabhupada said Chaitanya Mahaprabhu could even make the animals chant. You at least try to make human beings chant. That is the first instruction. Number two instruction here comes. Devotees should be fearless.
On that platform, there is no, like sect, cult, groups, fear. Devotee is always pleasing. Okay? Sometimes it is the mind become partition. Devotee should always be blissful, always a well-wisher. Correct? That is a sign of an advanced devotee. And an advanced devotee is calculating, which sect of guru thing he follows. He is a neophyte fellow. He is not an advanced devotee at all. Immediately, sometimes it happens we travel and we see some devotees traveling in the train. First he wants to know which line of guru. He is a neophyte fellow. Maybe 50 years, just treat him like a neophyte fellow and forget him. Don't waste your time. Correct? Because here it has said, you should be without fear. Because why is it this thing kind of mentality comes? Fear. Fear so much. Why fear, sir? You should have fully confident. Krishna is protecting me. When you have that confidence, you wish well for everybody. It's very nice. You're chanting Krishna's name. We meet people in other sampradayas also so happy we should be. Oh, you're chanting Narayana's name. Heart becomes so wide and big and happy. So that is why person only for a person and he's fearless, he wishes well for everybody. Anybody he meets. Otherwise he is not calculating this person is going to benefit me, this person is going to harm me. No. He has well wish and devotees could see that with Prabhupada's eyes, therefore they gave their life to him. He was wishing well for continuously. Prabhupada just did not sign in the letter, you are ever well wisher, he meant it. And devotees could feel he is actually, many devotees they have their introduction, how they came to Krishna consciousness when they met Srila Prabhupada. They said many of them, I found him as a best friend. Strange, They must have talked for millions of hours, to millions of people before they met Prabhupada. They met just Prabhupada for half an hour. They could see in his personality somebody really wishes well. Why was Prabhupada like that, or how can he become? First thing said, as a sign of advancement, it cannot be artificially created. Because everything in this world is temporary, correct? Anything, anytime, anything will happen. Recently, a big man in Bangalore shooting happened. From all the sides, he was shot. By Krishna's grace, he survived. But, so anytime, anything can happen to any one of us. Correct? So all of us are actually fearful. We are trying to save our existence. Our existence is in fear. When we come to material consciousness, we can know, are we going to spiritual consciousness or material consciousness? Just watch this. Are you becoming more fearful or not? If you become fearless and not, so there is another kind of thing. Tamoguna person can try to imitate advanced consciousness. Because Tamoguna person also becomes fearless. He sleeps on the road. He doesn't bother exams are there. Though he is drunk, he also looks fearless. But that is madness. Just like Prabhupada says, two people laugh. Madman also laughs. A knowledgeable person also laughs. The madman laughs, nobody looks at them. Correct? But everybody looks at the laughter of a realized soul. Because it is full of meaning. When Prabhupada used to laugh, it is full of meaning. Devotees are attracted to that. And it has meaning. There is some sense in that. So similarly, the fearlessness of a pure devotee is different from a mad person. Is in full knowledge, just like a child. There is an attack outside. Terrorist attack is happening. Kasab is shooting, God forbid. A child is still at home jumping and dancing. That is madness, meaningless, that laughter. But if a man with full knowledge, with all the difficulties of existence, knowing all the problems of existence, is still smiling. Like Krishna is always smiling. He knows everything, aware of all so-called problems of this world. Krishna is still smiling. It means that is with knowledge. So similarly, a fearlessness with knowledge is a quality of an advanced devotee. He always wishes well. People feel just like Krishna is there with us. Imagine. Even a big demons Krishna bless. Even Putana bless. Where is the question of negativity in Krishna? Even he kills, he liberates him. Even he kills somebody, he liberates him. Only wishes good. Krishna cannot wish bad. Therefore, Prabhupada says sometimes you cannot chant, you cannot do anything. Go sit in front of the Lord. That's all. Just sit in front of Krishna. So because the only wish is good. Something good will happen. Sometimes what happens, we struggle. I cannot control my senses, I cannot do anything, nothing I can do now. What do I do? Go sit in front of the Lord. That's it. Lord is glancing at you. You're blessed. Correct? Prabhupada said you are blessed from all angles. You are blessed. So in that way, Lord is completely fearless, definitely. Fear personified is the fear of the Lord. And we, as a sense of advancement, should become very fearless. Then we can preach so effectively. So otherwise, if we know this person spoke like that, we get hurt also when you're preaching. You're fearless. You cannot do anything. And we can only wish well. So that is a beautiful platform of consciousness. We cannot imitate that, but as we advance to that degree it will come. And more people will feel very comfortable. And the devotee means Dhira Adhira Janapriya. Narad Muni goes to Kamsa, he says, oh, please tell me what it is. He goes to Ravana, he also wants to listen. Everybody wants to listen to. He is, they're the Rakshasas. But he wishes well for them also. There he goes. And talks to them also. He tries to convert them also, if possible. He only blesses them and benefits them and goes away. There is nothing for him to fear. Oh, what Kamsa will do, he will arrest him. It's fearless. Let me do. He went to Daksha also. After converting his sons to Krishna consciousness, he went to Daksha. In fact, that thing happened when devotees' parents came to meet Prabhupada. So many devotees in America, 5,000 people joined Prabhupada's mission full time. So the parents came to meet Prabhupada, they were upset, wanted to fight with Prabhupada. And they came to meet Prabhupada, they went back smiling. Because Prabhupada thanked from the heart. And they were touched. And some of them became life members, they gave donation and they went. And that was, definitely there may be some people, who don't take advice, we cannot. But generally that's the heart of if somebody is too much envious, then even the message of Bhagavatam will not penetrate his heart. Correct? But even little sense of civility was there in his heart. He could see that he is not misusing, he is not trapping my son into some, something. He is just doing a great good work and is thankful to me and my son to be part of it. So this is the heart of a pure devotee, and this should be our goal. And Prabhupada says later here that we cannot imitate the work of Lord Chaitanya. The next verse is that the elephants fell on the ground and they're crying in ecstasy. We can't do that. It's not possible for us. When we see an elephant, better give distance. Stand. No, stand. He will put one step over, you will finish. Don't imitate Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Oh, my Lord, it was Haridas Thakur was sitting in a cave and there was a big serpent, another instance. And the people said, we are so scared of the serpent. So Haridas Thakur said, okay, he was not bothered. It's okay, I'll shift to another. But yes, Haridas Thakur, Brahma himself, on top of it, playing the role of a Mahabharata. Don't imitate that activity. Now serpent is sitting, I will also sit next to him. We are not supposed to do that. I tell the serpent, chant. Bite. Okay, so we don't imitate, and fearless is a quality which we try to cultivate in our heart. And for a pure devotee, Prabhupada starts, there is not, forget about in the social order, who is my friend and enemy, which you always keep calculating. There is no discrimination even across the species. That's a Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. We hear about the shloka Vidya Vinaya Sampanne. There's an example, you see somebody did that. Vidya Vinaya Sampanne means a Brahmana or a dog or an elephant, there is no discrimination. The advanced personality is on that platform. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu showed an example practically of a personality who does not discriminate. There was a devotee, Shivananda Sena, one of the exalted disciples of Lord Chaitanya, and his gave favor to a dog. A dog, ran towards him. And he was, trying to be with him when he was going towards Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So he maintained him, gave him food also, paid for his extra bill on the boat also. And he disappeared, the dog disappeared just before he was to go to Lord Chaitanya. So when Shivananda Sena approached the Lord, he sent people to search for the dog, He could not locate him. He said, Chodo, what can be done? And he went to meet Lord Chaitanya and he saw the dog is standing there. And Lord Chaitanya is giving him the prasadam, telling chant, chant. And the dog is chanting, instead of barking, he's chanting. We get so irritated. Dog, today, 2, 3 dogs are about to bite us, even some, about to bite. Somehow last minute, that's all they are. But Chaitanya was making the dog chant, he was chanting. And he left the body and went back to Vaikuntha in front of everybody, being blessed. So that is a special quality of a pure devotee. We should know where we are situated. We are in a very neophyte stage, and see that fear element comes out of our heart. Then only we can become well-wisher for everybody in this world. Krishna is a maintainer, he is a protector. Why a devotee should have fear in his heart? There is no question about fear. Srila Prabhupada ki, Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita ki.